Hey everybody, this is Maxine Taylor with my April 2019 astrological overview. I want to give you the big picture for the month of April. After you've watched this video, my suggestion is that you watch the video for your own sign. And of course, if you are on the cusp, you're going to watch two videos, aren't you? Because they're both going to be operative. Okay. First of all, I want to start with Mercury direct. Yay! In March, Mercury was, of course, retrograde, and everything relating to communication, correspondence, and transportation was unsettled. Once Mercury is direct, you can move forward with your plans, with the plans that you made while it was retrograde. And so in April, Mercury is direct. That means it's moving forward. However, my suggestion to you is that if you possibly can, wait until after April 16th to launch your new project or projects. Why? Because we are in what is called the shadow of the retrograde Mercury until the 16th. What that means is Mercury went retrograde in 29 degrees of Pisces, the last degree, and with just a few minutes left, it went retrograde, which meant back it up, rethink, redo, plan. The conscious mind, which is Mercury, in Pisces, which is divinely inspired and in tune with the spirit plane. It's confusing during that time. Okay, now that Mercury is direct, we are still going to feel symptoms of the retrograde until Mercury reaches 29 degrees of Pisces. During this time, prior to that date, we will be in what's called the shadow of the retrograde. And so that's why I'm saying Mercury comes out of the shadow of the retrograde in 29 degrees of Pisces on the 16th of April. If you can wait until after, even one day after that to launch your new projects, great. You'll be free of the symptoms of the retrograde Mercury. And while I'm talking about Mercury, let me mention this. On the 17th, the day after it comes out of the shadow of the retrograde, it moves into Aries. So while it's still in Pisces, the conscious mind is still able to receive spiritual, divine messages, but might be confused about how to apply them. Pisces is a very inspired sign. It's a very dreamy sign. It deals with beauty and music and esoteric thoughts. When Mercury jumps into Aries, which it will on the 17th, Aries, you know, says, look out, here I come. And Mercury is going to be making up for lost time because once it moves into Aries, your thinking is clearer. You're speaking more directly, less dreamily. The mantra that I use for Aries is my way or the highway. And so this is a perfect time on the 17th going forward to express your ideas your way. Terrific. This applies beautifully if you are an Aries. If you have an Aries ascendant, you'll be feeling this very strongly. Okay. Now, a couple of things are going on right around the 20th. One of them, of course, is that the sun changes signs right around that time every single month. The sun, which is the giver of life, wherever it falls in your chart, the transiting sun, the one going round and round and round, that is the area of life that is lit up. And so the sun has been in go get 'em now Aries and will stay there until the 20th when it moves into practical, logical. Let's talk about money. Let's do it over a latte. Taurus. Aries wants to do it immediately. Taurus says, let's just think about it and plan logically, step by step by step. And so on the 20th, the sun is going to move into Taurus. Now, find this in your natal chart. There's a very important day shortly thereafter, the 22nd, 2 days after the sun moves into Taurus. The sun and Uranus, the planet of rebellion, combustion, out with the old, I'm doing it my way. The sun is right next to Uranus. And so everybody on the planet is going to feel somewhat rebellious, somewhat innovative, maybe quite independent. Now it is, the sun and Uranus are in Taurus, and this can bring about changes in your money picture because that's what Taurus rules, your values, that's what Taurus rules, the things that mean the most to you. And with the sun, the ego doing that, you will be magnetic, charismatic, so take advantage of that. In addition, on the 20th, Venus, the planet of love and beauty, which has been in a beautiful placement in Pisces. Venus in Pisces is not just romantic love, but love on its highest level, seeing only the good, the beautiful, the inspired. When Venus comes out of Pisces on the 20th and leaps into Aries, your whole attitude about money and love is going to undergo a change. It's going to shift gears and get into high gear. And you're saying, okay, everything's been retrograde in March. Everything, Mercury, of course, that's all it takes. I'm ready to leap forward financially, romantically, artistically. And so there's more action going on. And this is why I think it's good that the sun is moving into Taurus to give stability, because Mercury will have moved into Aries on the 17th. And that's, speaking very directly, thinking very quickly. And Venus, of course, loving very quickly. Now, we also have a full moon on the 19th. On the full moon, things come to a head. It's like a balloon that explodes, it pops on the full moon. So, give me 1 second. I'm going to finish with Mars and then I'll talk about the new moon and the full moon. But I wanted to indicate the fact that we have got Sun moving into Taurus on the 20th, Venus moving into Aries on the 20th, and the full moon on the 19th, all right about that time. Now, Mars, the planet of action and energy, was in Taurus during March. And so it's slow but sure and practical. The last day of March, Mars went into Gemini. Now, Gemini is an air sign. Taurus, earth sign. With Mars in Gemini, Gemini is a double-bodied sign. And so I always say, when Mars is in Gemini, you get up on your horse and ride off in all directions at once. You want to do everything now. Your energy can be off the charts. Thank goodness the sun is in Taurus, right? Yeah, because with Mercury in Aries and Venus in Aries and Mars in Gemini, we're ready to leap forward. So let's talk about the new moon and the full moon. The new moon is April 5th. In 15 Aries, 17, find 15 of Aries in your birth chart. This is where the new moon falls. Now, the new moon is a time of beginnings, all right? just before the new moon, and I don't mean 5 minutes before, I mean like a day or two before. We're in the dark of the moon there. The energy is low at that time. And so we're not getting everything done. In fact, we really don't care about doing it. On the new moon in Aries, that's when things start moving forward. And you'll be able to accomplish wherever the new moon falls in your chart, whatever house it's in. Then for 2 weeks, the moon is growing. We're getting more and more energy. And then things get a little tense the day, maybe 2 days to a day before the full moon, which is April 19th. This is a very interesting full moon. It is in 29 degrees and 7 minutes of Libra. And so this is a lunation, a full moon, on which you can finish up projects relating to partnership, relationships, contracts. And I will tell you where this falls in your solar chart, in your personal video on my channel. Now, I have a full moon ceremony, as you know. Those of you in Atlanta, of course, please come. There is no charge for this. It's Friday, April 19th at 7 p.m. at the Phoenix and Dragon Bookstore in Atlanta. If you're not in Atlanta and can't come to this magnificent ceremony, it's magnificent because of the people who come there. It has been life transforming for so many people. If you can't be there in person, let's say you're in a different country, or you're in the United States, but in California, all you have to do is convert your time to Eastern Daylight Time. We start at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The ceremony lasts an hour. It is beautiful, and everyone is uplifted. So if you can't come in person, just tune in. And if you like, you can send me your name, send me an email, or tell me to include you on our list of participants, and just be with us. Those of you who are empaths, of course, will feel it naturally. Now, there is one more topic I want to mention that I'm going to be including in every single video for this month. That means all 12 signs. Remember back in January, we had 2 eclipses. And of course, we feel the eclipses about a week before they occur. The first one was January 5th. This was the solar eclipse. This was the new moon in 15 Capricorn. The reason I'm including this eclipse and the full moon eclipse, the lunar eclipse, which occurred January 21st in 1 degree of Leo. Reason I'm including this in your monthly forecast is because eclipses are strongest 3 to 4 months after they occur. So count on your fingers and toes: January, February, March, April, and May. And I want to remind you of where they fell in your solar chart, because you'll be feeling them now and next month. Now, if you're born in Capricorn, if your sun sign is in Capricorn, in fact, if it's in Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, or Libra, the cardinal signs, this is a very important eclipse for you. This is the new moon. So if this happens to fall on your sun, your moon, or your ascendant, it's a new life eclipse for you. 15 Capricorn, allow about a 5 degree orb. So from 10 degrees to 20 degrees of Capricorn. It's a new life eclipse for you. The full moon in January, the lunar eclipse, was January 21st in 1 degree of Leo. The full moon is when things come to a head. This was very, very big. Give yourself, again, 5-degree orb. And if you have the sun, the moon, or the ascendant in late Cancer, early Leo, this is a new life eclipse for you. Very exciting. And so you will feel it again, April and May, because that's when it really kicks in. So we have a lot to look forward to, don't we? Okay, I'm getting ready to record the other videos. So check yours. Oh, one last thing. For those of you who study astrology, if you don't have a copy of my book, now that I've cast it, what do I do with it? You might want to get a copy. It's available on Amazon. It's a very easy to understand book that I wrote, which simplifies astrology, simplifies the interpretation of the chart, and allows you to release your inner astrologer. And so, dear friends, till next time, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.